Hey everyone, it's Ricky here with my daily video. Hope you're all doing well. Just as an update, I am starting to feel a bit better. Still quite tired. It's just been pretty full on, but things are getting back to normal. So I've had a lot of feedback from a lot of people since I've started doing posts in the Shopify Ninjas on my Facebook page, inundated with questions, inundated with this and that, and I greatly appreciate you all asking those questions. Unfortunately, I can't get to them all. This is part of the reason I'm doing these YouTube videos, so that you have the content that's available to you anywhere, anytime. But one of the things that's sort of continually coming up, and it's always been something that's been I'm very passionate about regardless, is mindset. So mindset is very important, and I wanted to devote an entire video to it because regardless of where you are in your journey, from completely fresh through to someone that is quite understanding, sort of really starting to scale their business, through to someone that's scaled their business and now has multiple businesses, might be doing coaching, mentoring, selling a course, whatever they may be doing. I imagine you people at that level would already know about it, but mindset is the most important component that glues everything together, okay? And that's why I wanted to devote a lesson to it. So why is mindset important? And I'll probably have some typos in this. This was all just matter. It's important topic to discuss because mindset is the only difference between success and failure. It's very important because many people that are successful nowadays, Bill Gates, Apple guy, I'm terrible with names, so it's a really bad example, but they all would have had their own fair share of failures. They're Mark Zuckerberg with the recent data breach, that was huge failure, not technically on his behalf, but it's his company, and so he's taken a lot of failure and he's now turning it into success because he's now changing things for the better, and that's just what's going to happen to you. You're going to fail, get used to it, accept it, and improve, okay? I fail every day. So for me, I fail every day of the week, heaps of times. I failed today with doing some marketing, some ads, like just something simple like I forgot to schedule the right time, so I wasted some money because the ads blew the budget. It just happens. I wasted money. It didn't blow all the budget, but it was a stupid mistake and I failed. And I've done that a number of times and I just make so many ads, it happens. But I accept that and I am improving that. I've got a list that I now use. From my YouTube videos, from my first YouTube videos, if you've watched my first long YouTube videos that were profoundly long, and honestly pretty crap. There wasn't a huge amount of direction. There was a bit, but I'm trying to improve it. Every video I am trying to now make slides, potentially think more clearly so that I give more a clear, defined response to people, and just how I interact with people. A couple of my clients providing quotes for them for prices and not undercutting myself, okay? This is why it's so important, because you never give up. So never give up. That is all that takes to be successful. Never giving up, okay? Now, a lot of you, I'm sure, financially might be in whatever position. Take it slow. Don't think badly of it, okay? Don't think that you're lagging behind, that you're missing an opportunity. You're not. Dropshipping's not dying. There's new ventures always coming up every day. You're not going to miss the boat. Okay, you're not going to miss it at all. So take your time and just never give up. Keep your goal in mind. Accept failure as the norm. Improve, fail again, and improve. You're growing. You're growing when you fail, because that is where you learn. So all the times where I've failed majorly, and I've had many failures from when I was in the workforce to where I am now, that have been catastrophic, and you're stressed beyond belief, and it's there that you come out alive. You realize that I come out alive. I came out alive, and you tell yourself that. You tell yourself that you did it, okay? You did it. And that's what's important, all right? That's why mindset is important. Did I make it too long? No, good. How do I battle? It should have been. But anyway, how I battle failure in my mindset is comparing it to where I'd be if I didn't do this. So it wasn't long ago that I was in a full-time role. I work with lovely people, but the role was not me, and I know that my potential was not being utilized. I'm sure most of you feel this way in your roles. Whatever that may be, the unfortunate thing in the workplace is that most of the time our core skills are never utilized to the extent they could be to really expand on the business. Because I'm sure many of you actually, we all love work. We just want to feel gratitude. We want to feel valued. And in my role, I didn't get to feel any of that, and it wears you out, and you think, well, why do I bother? And it burns people out, and it's sad to see that flame, that passion disappear. This is why I do this. It's got many issues. I do this myself. But I'm in control. No one to blame but myself. All right, and so, again, I combat it that would I prefer to be in my 9-to-5 job 5 days a week, not happy with what I'm doing, as opposed to this. You know, I recently just caught up with a close friend, and we had a good walk, a good talk, a laugh, and we speak about different things. He does lead gen, he's an expert in that, and I'm more an expert in e-commerce. And we speak about this all the time and the hurdles that we encounter every day. And we're never going to give up. Okay? He is going to succeed so amazing, and he is amazing. And I think that I'm pretty amazing to where I've come when I look at all the challenges I've had. All right? So just always think how you battle your mindset of failure is where do you want to be as opposed to where you are. All right? So some people actually might want to stick to their jobs every day. Excuse me. Stick to their jobs every day, and that's fine. If you wish to do that, I'm not going to argue. It is your life, your choice, your rules. Simple. But if you aren't, and if you're not satisfied, then this is what you use as a simple go-to method to push yourself, to never give up. Keep that goal in mind. Everyone that I help, I think, is amazing. We all have questions. We all have goals. We're all unique. And I love that. I genuinely love that. And I genuinely think that everyone can be much better than what they are, because it just takes time. All right? So basically, I just explained it all there, just in different wording. But I hope you all read that. And if there's any grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes, please just tell me. Next one. So again, so I touched on this before. What do I need to do? Simply never give up. Ask questions. Annoy people, including me. I'm not saying you annoy me, but, just ask questions. But never forget your goal. Who cares if it's $50 a week? I personally aimed, when I first started at this, at Shopify. I made a stationery website, and because I remember I went through this book, and they said to choose a niche you thought was good, and I remember going through it, and I thought, stationery. I didn't know at the time that stationery was just a very hard niche to sell online. It's not something that, stationery people can just go down to a general store for, and they can get it there. So it was a big failure, but I wanted one sale, and I got it from that store. And I remember it was actually the only sale I got, because I decided to shut down the store, and then I moved on. But I learned. I spent months on that first store to learn that I spent most of my time on the store, not the actual marketing. And what you'll realize is that marketing is more important than the store. If you market your product well, then you will get that sale. So that's me just being open and honest. That was a massive failure. I wasted many months that obviously I can't take back, but I don't regret it. I learned how to use Shopify. I learned all these apps. Now I can build a store really easily, really quickly, and I'll continue doing that for many years to come, and I'll just keep getting better at it. I'll just keep getting better at it, just like any of you can. So, but remember, if it's $50 a week, if you earn $50 a week, okay, so that's just $7 a day. If you aim for $7 a day, you get $2,500 extra a year. Now, I look at that in the sense that I have bills to pay like anyone. That's my water, that's my electricity, and that's pretty much my internet, all paid for from $7 a day. Simple as that. That's all it is. All it is. And you know, you will get that. If you put it in perspective, $7 a day, $50 a week, that will not change your life like you will never imagine. And who cares if it takes you 5 years? Who cares if it takes you 10? Who cares about any of that? The most important thing in your life is you. And never forget that. Because you and your family, your loved ones, whatever, what my opinion of you should mean to you should be that you take it on face value. Everyone has different opinions. Everyone has different goals. So just keep that in mind. My goal is I just want enough money so that I can play games. I like watching anime. If any of you like watching any of that. But and sleeping, take my dog for a walk, being with my partner. And that's all I need for my days to be fulfilled. And that's what I'm trying to convey. All right? In 5 years' time, if you did this, you would be an absolute pro. Like, absolute pro. And I'm sure most of you already are. The other thing that I've encountered many times that I get told from a lot of people that don't have the right mindset is, who cares if people around you think the only way to make money is from a 9-to-5 job? That is just so wrong. Like, you think about it from the perspective that in private industry, someone had to start. Someone had to start, didn't they? Someone started it. Someone started along the line. They went out on their own and started something. They might have started a small business to a massive enterprise. Take Amazon. Went from, no one knew Amazon, of course, because it's blah, blah, but to now one of the biggest known brand business names in the world. And it has literally redefined how we do our shopping and continues to do so. All right, so you're always going to start off as no one, but you will become someone, and that's important. And as long as you feel proud of yourself, that's all that matters. All right, that's all that matters. Proud of yourself for what you've done, and that's all that matters. The people that think that 9-to-5 jobs is the only way to make stable money, unfortunately, they're just never going to accomplish anything. 9-to-5 jobs is stable money, but again, they're just working off the coattails of someone else's hard work, really. And that person's making a lot more money than them. And that's where you want to be. All right? So simply keep your goal in mind, keep your vision in mind, and work towards it. And this is the other thing, the last slide. How will mindset help me? Well, this is very important. It will help you in every aspect of your life. Okay, like, we're all brought up from school. Well, I was, and I'm sure many people weren't, but a lot of us are brought up that you go to school, you put the hard yards in, here in Australia anyway. You finish school, get high grades, go to university, get a degree, a bachelor degree, masters, whatever. Spend 6, 7, 8 years, something, whatever, come out with a massive debt up your ass, and then you end up in a shitty job anyway, because there's so many people out there looking for work anyway that you have to still start at the bottom, even with a degree. And I think that's sad. So it'll help you in every aspect of your life. The good thing with the day and age that we're in now is that there is a growing number of people that are becoming self-employed. And I don't just mean that in terms of tradies, that's always been the way it is, but now things like apps like Airbnb, I can't even name a number of them now, Airtasker, all these freelancing websites, various blogs, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, anything, you name it, you can make a living off it. We're not in the day and age now where it was pretty much that you did have to do a 9-to-5 job unless you actually made a physical business. Now you don't need that. You don't need that. There is millions of opportunities out there to make money from here, there. And so there is, although minute, and it'll always be that way, there is a growing amount of people that are now leaving their jobs to pursue this. So like I started in dropshipping, I do dropshipping, I do Etsy, I have a couple of clients, I can't remember, I build some Shopify stores for people. I am sort of going down with that because it's just too time consuming, but that's me. You know, I plan to learn lead generation from one of my close friends, which I am learning. And anyway, but what I'm getting at is that, and affiliate marketing, is that I can do all of this. Speak to me 12 plus months ago, sort of in, what the hell? What is lead generation? How can I sell a product to someone online? How? Nah, I can't do that. You can. You can. I did. You can. And you will. These skills will become invaluable. So, will become invaluable skills that help people, that people will pay you for. So, now that I am doing these videos, obviously I'm doing it because I genuinely want to help people. I'm never going to make a course. That is a disclaimer. I'm never going to actually make a course. I don't want to make a course. Where I make my money will be affiliate marketing. As you can probably see in the descriptions below, I do have affiliate links. If you do sign up for them, obviously I greatly appreciate that you sign up for them down below. It does give me a small kickback. It costs you nothing extra. But that's how I make my little bit of money. I give you value and you give me something a little bit back in return. And that's all I ask. But if you don't, well then here you go. You've got free stuff anyway. And that is what I like. I like a system where everyone wins. Because at the end of the day, I would rather be time rich than money rich any fucking day of the week. Okay? I don't give a shit for a fucking Lamborghini. I actually just saw one earlier today. I think it was a Lamborghini. And yeah, it's a nice car. Can I live without it? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Because I have time. And that's the most important thing to me. Because time, I can spend with my partner. Time I can spend with my dog. Time I can watch my shows. Time I can sleep. Okay? Time is the one thing we can never have enough of. Alright? It's literally the string that connects every human being together. We have limited time. And so I would rather have enough money just to get by, to enjoy my time how I want, than have work towards a Lamborghini and spend my money on a Lamborghini or something, okay? If I ever have that money and I can justify it, yeah, okay. But right now, I'm happy. And that's all that matters. So, further going on to this, you will go from someone learning, where I was, to coaching, where I am. You know, like as I said, I do coach a number of people. I can see what they can't see, and that's not having a go. It's just that it just comes down to purely experience. And you'll see that comes through in all YouTubers that do YouTube videos. Okay, most of them are trying to sell courses. At the end of the day, they're trying to sell courses, get you to join their Facebook group, similar to me with the Facebook group. Get you to join their group, build a following. They get brands, businesses wanting them to do their marketing for them. They get Shopify, they get ClickFunnels, and they're potentially giving them promotions, other free things that they will get because YouTube is a tool to make money, isn't it? That's part of the reason I am doing it for the affiliate marketing. It's a tool to make money. Okay, I'm not going to lie. That's what it's for. That's what everyone knows it's for. You know, YouTube maintain the platform. They run ads, so people pay YouTube, and people like that allow ads on their channel, they make a small cut. Or affiliate marketing, they make a small cut. Okay, so we're giving you either entertainment, value, pretty much one of those two, entertainment or value, for free, and so we make our little bit back from things like that. So, but back to the topic, is the last sentence was, the only difference between you and I is time, okay? And so I liked what I did with this last sentence. It's so corny. So time to get your mindset on. That's embarrassing. But anyway, basically, again, what I'm trying to illustrate here is, don't ever think that you can't do what I do. Don't ever think that you can't do what he does, she does, what they're doing. The thing with marketing, drop shipping, lead gen, selling print-on-demand t-shirts on whatever platform, Redbubble, Gearbubble, Etsy, Amazon, eBay, Wish. The thing that joins everyone is time. We have limited time in our lives, so use that time to gain skills that will give you the time to live your life how you wish, okay? So I just wanted to make this video on that. I really want to inspire people. I mean, I envision a world, personally, a better world where everyone is treated equally fairly, okay? And it disgusts me that I hate the word first and third world countries. You know, I consider myself super privileged to be able to just sit here and make this video. You know, I consider myself privileged that I have a bed to sleep in every night and food on my plate. I consider that is privileged. I have traveled the world and I have seen the conditions that other people live in, and they can't control where they were born or things like that. That we are privileged, and I want us to work together for a goal that we make the world a better place. My personal goal is I want to donate my time and money to helping causes like this, because, again, time is the one thing that every human being has in common. You know, regardless of our religion, our race, our ethics, anything, we're all the same. We're all the same, and that's why I want to give this value out, okay? Please put this into action. You can all do it. You will all do it. Keep telling yourself that. But until next videos will be more around Shopify again. I am going to start building a Shopify store. Pardon me. Sorry, my cold. Shopify store will be over a number of parts because it does take me a period of time. And I'll show you sort of a lot of cool tips, tricks, things like that you can do. You don't need an amazing store to get millions of sales. You just need to have a store that is geared for sales. You don't need anything too amazing. It'll all make a lot of sense. All right. So until next time, anyway, thank you very much. I hope